Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we're back in Fallout 4 Conservationists Only Live Once here at the Mechanos. Because we've got 2 DLCs done, and we've got our next one up, Automatron. Today we are going to be delving into killing some robots. So we've been dealing with Rust Devils and Servomech junk bots and all sorts of stuff for quite a while. But today we're going to really jump into it, try to take on some robots, try to get through Automatron, and I think what we're going to be doing is also the final battle with the Mechanist. Because our health bar is actually looking pretty good. I know how to do that battle. I think it'll make things kind of interesting. So, let's see what we can do with this third DLC, Automatron. Get through it as quickly as possible. But we don't need to do any walking. Let's just get straight into the Institute and out again. So this run has taught me a thing or two. Something about actually avoiding fights with creatures like super mutants and ghouls and various animals, stuff like that. Yeah, I am not taking a lot of knocks. I'm very carefully taking on enemies that I can deal with. Humans, raiders, gunners, whatnot, all of those things, they like to take cover and I can just pop their head when they decide to show themselves. Today, however, we're going to be facing down some robots. Robots are particularly terrifying because internally, they have plenty of cover, but they don't like to use it. They like to move up on you as quickly as they can, shooting all the way, so it makes for an interesting sort of enemy. We'll have to maintain the amount of carefulness that I've been exhibiting this entire time, and see what we can do when it comes to our final fight with the Mechanist, which should be doable. I've done it before in my practice for these Yolo runs way long ago. Hopefully I can bust out all the stops. And yeah, I do expect to take damage, but with our health bar as good as it is, probably the best I've ever had in a YOLO run at this point. I should try pacifism more often. Yeah, what we're going to be doing today, getting through a lot of Automatron, but first, let's work on our stuff. Let's pick up some crops, fill up some dirty water, make up some vegetable starch, and some noodle cups. And last time we did pick up this wonderful radium rifle. I think advanced receiver is even better than our current 308 damage. Yeah, 161 versus 170. So let's make this into our new weapon for VATS. We're trying to maximize the amount of shots we can get in VATS. So the important things, advanced receiver, short stock, standard barrel, quick eject magazine, reflex sight, and suppressor. All on there. I think it needs a new name, frankly. So yeah, we've got a good gun in the form of the radium rifle. Mr. Freeze, the other one that we picked up a long time ago, it is actually beating that out quite handily, but honestly, I do like the silencer effect when it comes to shooting down enemies. So unfortunately, a good gun is just slightly worse when it comes to fire rate, range, accuracy, weight. But what it does have is 0.45 ammo, a lot more common, and also a lot lighter. 0.08 ammo, we're not going to be picking up left and right. So yeah, let's go over to a good gun. All the enemies we're also going to be facing, poison and radiation resistance, really don't apply to them. It's just the robots we need to worry about, and a good gun can handle them just fine. Okay, after a quick eat and drink, we've got our full action points, or at least mostly full. So it looks like we've got 9. 9 on the action point usage for our 308 combat rifle, whereas radium rifle, not too much worse. We've got 8. I can deal with that. So let's keep the 7.62 around for when we really need to be hitting a target from very far away accurately. But Mr. Freeze, let's start bringing that around again. We haven't been saving our 0.45 ammo much, but it is light and it is plentiful, so we'll pick some up at Diamond City. We're going to go turn in a quest or two. Actually, just a quest. Okay, fully loaded. Let's run off to Diamond City, turn in the quest, Far From Home, to Ellie. Make sure there's no enemies about, obviously, but yeah. Let's make sure that we get some more 0.45 ammo, especially if Cricket is around. Hello, Cricket.
Everyone.
Sure, I'll take 12,000 caps worth of 0.45 and sell you a bunch of things. Some ammo, fusion cores, and cricket gets just a bunch of stuff I've been holding on to. And over at Diamond City, let's turn in a quest to Ellie quick like.
How did everything go with the Nakano case?
Good news, Far Harbor is sorted. Bad news, yeah, Kasumi's dead.
I have been declared King of Far Harbor. You may bow.
I'd say you're giving our friend here all the credit.
Just keeping you on your toes, Nick.
It's fun that I didn't send Nick off to one of my settlements. Just keeping him around here means that I can hear his incidental dialogue. Nick, you weren't even in Far Harbor, so I do get to take all the credit. Now, as night is getting along, let's head down south to General Atomics and start some real automatron. Way down here in a new threat. It's actually quite old of a threat, but whatever, game. Now, to get down south, we need to go a very particular way to avoid all the creatures and animals of the Commonwealth. We're going to start by getting to the railroad crossing over by that road that we've gone by before. Follow the railroad and the random spawn location right here. Figure out what that is. Avoid Big John's or Big Joe's or Big whatever's salvage over here. The crater. Yada yada yada. Get down. There's a robot somewhere along here with some XO1 power armor by now. And then just look for the fusion core underneath the overpass and make your way into the city between all of the enemies. Sounds easy enough, but let's see how it turns out. Now, usually a rabid radstag or something over there, and over here a gunner can be our first test run of, this, a good gun. Let's see what they had. Nothing worthwhile. So yeah, let's avoid any enemies that we can't kill, obviously, and if we can kill them, might as well get back into the swing of things. Oh god, because yes. Oh, okay, good start. Let's just start. Taking damage already because Rust Devils were coming along here, and we've got Rust Devil with Rust Devil. I think we'll go for a few shots just to see what we can do, and we need... This is going well. I should have paid more attention to what was around me. This is a random spawn right in front of me. Need to pay attention. So we're going to be taking a Psychojet right now. We're going to be taking I think a COLO Quantum just to immediately get our action points back. And immediately just see what we can do. We've got Rust Devils. Get the VATS defense up there. And what else do we got? Get... Oh, wow, this gun is chunky. Okay, we got Protectron Scourge. Yeah, the recoil is pretty nasty. Okay, 3 shots, hopefully 30% chance. None of them worked. Okay. Still in caution somehow. They don't know where I am. Okay, a single shot should do it. There we go. Yeah, definitely don't go running towards a random spawn because that random spawn might be coming towards you. Good to remember. A little bit of a knock right there. Great start to the episode where I said that I'm going to be taking on the final fight. And, of course, a legendary is Ghoul Slayers. Thanks, game. Thank you so much. Okay. Truth be told, it has been a little bit since I've played this game. The last few parts I actually recorded all in one big gigantic sitting, then spread them out in editing over a few weeks. So yeah, I need to get my head in the game. This is a you only live once run with conservationism as the key. So rabid radstags I can't kill, enemies I can't kill, like animals and creatures, need to make sure I'm not trigger happy on them, otherwise that would be an inglorious end to this game. But yeah, I need to make sure that I'm not putting myself out into danger. Plenty of health doesn't mean plenty of mistakes can be made. Enemies can really quickly get a really powerful gun that gets through all of your armor, get a few shots off, and really turn things into a bad situation. And speaking of bad situation, what do we have over here? More Rust Devils, it looks like. We've got at least humans and robots. I'm going to mark them up with my recon scope. I can't imagine that they're good for the local wildlife, and one of them is legendary. I'm just going to oh so thoroughly rely on some Psychojet. And move over to the laser rifle. And not do a whole lot of damage, frankly. Is it the energy resistance? Probably the energy resistance, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably the energy resistance. Get some cover. Okay. 20 shots later, and it didn't work out for me. How are we still... He still hasn't found me, eh? Okay. Let's just go to the weapon that doesn't have any recoil. Yeah, the energy resistance on these guys, it's a bit much. Ghoul Slayer's automatic combat rifle. Why does this game want me to kill ghouls so much? And at least I picked up some .45 ammo. Probably should have just used this instead. So, we've got plenty of enemies that we're not taking for granted. They're shooting at me and getting some knocks in, but that's fine. With my power armor, they are not doing too well. And it looks like we've got Stingwing Skimmer is just up here for some reason. Plenty of pack syringes available. Let's avoid the super mutants. The crater and the salvage yard. There is nothing here that we can kill. So to get to the General Atomics factory, we need to make our way into the city that's past a little bit of a inlet here. And I think the best way of doing that is actually going to the gunner outpost that's right about here. There should be a robot defending some XO1 power armor. What's happening? Enforcer, Master, Enforcer. What were they shooting at? Mutant Hound versus a bear. I do not like the bear's chance. Okay, there's a Mr. Gutsy. And I hit a tree instead. There we go. Just trying to move things along a little bit. Trying not to make enemies that aren't much of a problem into a problem, but definitely need to be careful. Gonna mark these guys out. Definitely avoid the other bear. We should be able to sneak between these two entities that are unkillable to us. And if anything does happen, we do have pack syringes. We should be fine. Now we're coming up on the outpost. This outpost over here for the gunners, radiation is pretty prevalent. Random little barrels over here and over there, yeah. It does have the master lock, or at least master hack. It's XO1 power armor that I rarely use, but it can be useful. If you know you're going to go for the hack to defeat the Mechanist early without having to take on the final boss, then yeah, you can get in here and you don't have to waste lockpicking on the one over at the National Guard's training ground, or to go, you know, downtown Boston and get the power armor that I got. But yes, in here there is at least a few gunners that we can take care of. And a magazine, I believe. There we go. Plus 5% critical damage to ballistics. And what do you got here? Headshot should do it. Carrying too much already. And I'm just going to drop these two in here because I definitely don't need any Ghoul Slayer stuff. Now you can just pretty much make a straight path to the General Atomics facility. I believe the fusion core should be on the way. And that is a good designation to get into the city. Ah, there it is. Now, if you don't have a jetpack, it's not the end of the world, but I do, so I'm going to go up onto the rooftops, but just as a consideration, you can make your way through the city pretty easily, or at least this, you know, suburb. Just kind of Well, I mean, it's pretty much a straight shot. From here to there, yeah, there's some Mirelurks and some super mutants that you have to watch out for, but even on the roads, it should be pretty chill. I'm in caution. Definitely don't want to be in caution. Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's get jet fuel. I'm running out of action points very quickly.
Nothing there now.
Nothing there now. Indeed. Okay. Stay away from areas with lights. That area right there, that area over there, both have lights. Both have some amount of population that likely wants to kill you. And up the stairs, get on top of the roof, and we can see exactly what is happening. I'm half expecting the Brotherhood to come in. Something's happening. I'm not quite sure what. But there's our destination. We should be able to make it to there. It looks like there's some Mirelurks about as well. Definitely stay on your toes. In South Boston Police Department. Now there's definitely some bugs right around here. Don't get too close to this if you're on the ground. But I think what we'll be able to do is just stay above it all. Take the high road. And I spoke too soon. I'm now on the ground, apparently. The chitter-chatter of Mirelurks is just wonderful. And here's that super mutant base that you should definitely stay away from as well. So many things that you have to stay away from in this part of the world if you're a conservationist. It's a little bit unfortunate. But a little bit of a jump, and we can get pretty far away from it all. This area should be pretty clear of enemies, and we're right on top of General Atomics in no time. So, we're going to need to take some berry mentats, I think. We need to know where the enemies are. We need to not mess around with them. They can come up on you really quickly, start shooting all the way as soon as they want, and yeah, it is dangerous. So, definitely need to take it more slow and steady than I have the rest of this, getting to this point. And hidden brackets are shuffling immediately after stepping inside. We're going to be taking berry mentats, definitely. And I'm thinking also just get a psycho immediately. Actually, a psycho buff, because I didn't bring any psycho. And mildly dehydrated, we're going to be just taking some water for that. And caution is... okay, immediately into danger. 50% chance. Shoot that down. We've got rid of the one that was putting us into danger, but everyone wants to kill us probably, and we don't know any of them that are legendary, and they can explode because robots that are legendary will explode. This is good. This is exactly how I wanted this to play out. Okay, at least one is not a legendary. And the other one is not a legendary. That's good news. I think that means that we can... no, we're not going to be able to throw mines and grenades. Let's just get our VATS ready. Just wait. Okay, once both of them are out here... okay, here we go. He's right in front of me. And the other one I can't see yet. He's not over there yet. Let's just take this one out. And immediately go on to the next. 82% chance is fine. Okay. Not ideal. We leveled up, but they were right in front of us. We're back into hidden. It's all good. Robots are so perceptive, and they're so aggressive. They both moved up on this position so quickly. Okay, he's over there. He shouldn't be facing us. Okay, I said he shouldn't be facing us. Let's shoot him quick like before he actually faces us and tries to kill us. This is going well. It's just slightly tense. Open the door. And wait for him to pass by. And it's just another normal one. Take him out nice and easily. Now, I swear there's always at least a legendary in here. Let's see if we can't find them. 2 swarm bots, no issues there. But there's 2 more in here that I need to watch out for. And I also need to not jump off the place that I'm actually trying to see enemies from. There we go, legendary cybermech jump bot. It's a mouthful. Okay, this is another situation where the most dangerous enemy is the legendary. Let's take him out first, but the fastest enemies we're going to have to kill pretty much immediately, so let's just go with a jet. And then the rest of this, even if they move up on me quickly, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now that guy's going to explode. Let's not move up. Yep, there we go. And fusion core ran out. Jet has worn off. And one more enemy that can get to us. I think it's just one more enemy. Yeah, it's one more enemy right down there. The rest of these guys, they're locked inside. We'll be able to deal with them at our leisure. Okay. Servo Muck, Junk Bot goes down with nice, easy caution. Incendiary, Synth left leg. Yep, sure game, I'll take it. Until I run out of carry capacity and I just dump it on the ground. Now, of course, the easiest way of dealing with this, just drop some grenades in here. Make sure that they don't get shot at immediately. Things go boom. That guy didn't go boom. Even though we're in danger, we should be fine. And hidden means that we're done. Nice and easy. This place can be a little bit of a mess if you don't take them out quickly enough because of all the servo mechs. And if the skeleton wants to do some, physics damage on you. Thankfully it didn't. Pick up the Abraxo Cleaner because it turns out that's wonderful stuff. Soup Can Harry would be proud. And here we've got Mechanist device. Now we can go back to Ada. Ada's been waiting for quite a while, haven't they? And our radiation, it is not too bad. So yeah, 253. Radiation, not too bad, giving us some extra damage at this point. Not eating into our health bar. Looking pretty good. So that went exactly to plan, and I think we'll be able to get this back to Ada. And hopefully they send us off to somewhere nice and close. Ada, in the past, I've said that Ada always sends me off to Fort Hagen, random occurrence right in front of Fort Hagen, and then immediately back to the lair over here for the Rust Devils. And it's kind of funny, because I don't think that's actually happened in my Yolo runs that I've actually put up on the channel, since I've said that that's what always happens. So, yeah. Going to go talk to Ada quick like, fast teleport to the Institute, and we'll be on our way. In and out. And yeah, lethargy, parasites, insomnia. It's unfortunate, but we're stuck with those for a little bit.
All systems are go, sir.
Good to hear. And while I'm in the neighborhood, might as well drop off some stuff. And we've got ghouls. Ghouls we cannot kill. Honestly, we probably want to kill whoever is going to be ready to fight the ghouls here any second, but no, let's just get out of the range of them doing any fighting whatsoever. Go along the river. Safest place you can imagine. And over here at Oberland Station, where we sent Ada all those days, weeks, months, I don't even know. But yeah, all that time ago. Let's see what Ada has to say about us finally getting to the Mechanist and their silly device. And we got this strange device.
On a robot.
Let's have a look. Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
Okay, build the robot workbench. And let's work on Ada. There we go.
New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete.
That is a quick install.
The radar beacon.
So we get 2 additional radar beacons, then we can hunt down the Mechanist.
Good. I'm uploading. Just be careful.
Right.
And the next new threat is going to be... collect second radar beacon over at... oh, that's actually... that's even more convenient than Fort Hagen. Okay, thank you, Ada, for that one. Sometimes they send me off towards, like, Nahant, something or another. But yeah, I can do this one. I'm not much of a fan of Ada, but at least when I get sent off towards something that is incredibly close by, yeah, that is at least appreciated. Now, when it comes to facing down robots, the best thing to do is just bombard the area and stay away from them altogether. But looks like we might not really get a choice as to who or what is doing the fighting. Okay, what have we got? Oh, we've got settlers, ghouls, tank bots, and everything. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to make of the situation. But at the very least, we need to try to help out the ghouls. Should really get a gamma gun so I could actually heal the ghouls. That would be smart. But no. We don't have that. We need to use some jet and just immediately start trying to get some enemies killed. Servo mech scrap bot. You aren't legendary, so you can go down. We've got settlers, integrated robo-brain, and cybermech ibot can go down. Oh, this is not going well for... and the Brotherhood's here. How many people are here? Okay, let me just take a Psycho Jet and figure out what the heck is happening. So we've got... what the heck is happening? Okay, shoot the... I have no idea what's happening. The tank bot's gonna kill everyone is the problem. What to do about that tank bot? Feral ghouls. Tank bot is going down any second. I don't know what to do about those ghouls. They are not going to survive an explosion from the tank bot. Can't... oh. They just might if the ghouls run away towards the Brotherhood. One explosion. Okay, quick like look. Did I kill any... okay, animals, creatures still at 0. That worried me there for a second. And a Brahmin... okay, this is the busiest Chaos Junction I've ever seen, I swear. Okay, so we've got Brotherhood, settlers, ghouls, and tank bots all trying to kill each other. What's left? What is left here? Settler... sorry, settler. You... no, you don't get to... don't kill the ghouls. Uh-oh. Speaking of ghouls... maybe friendly fire that guy. Good start. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do, is take a VAT shot, and because I'm reloading, Mr. Very Unimpressed with me is asking whether or not he... Okay, so. Yes, I want to use pack syringe. And 11 damage. Just jetpack away. I am ready for another jet at this point. 11 damage. That is not nothing. Ghoul? I don't want to hurt you. I really don't. Where do you even get to? He was right there. Okay, I really don't appreciate the syringer when it wants to figure out what I want to load into it, and I know what I want to load into it. Just let me load in the frickin' pack syringe and shoot the pack syringe. Get the things that I need. Let's speak to Ada. Okay. So, we haven't killed any animals or creatures. The ghouls are fine. Most of them, at least. I'm not quite sure where the other ones got to. Brotherhood dead, Settlers dead, Robots dead. As long as the ghouls are still around, I call that a win. Let's get back to Ada. In case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of rushing this because things are busy, and I think that we have just enough health that we can rush through things a little bit. Oh, and we are, you know, kind of dehydrated, so let's deal with that. Keep it at parched, that's fine. Now back to Ada.
I trust you're enjoying my company. You and I make quite an effective team.
Don't
I am
much
not
care.
actually getting your company
Here you go,
much,
Ada.
but sure.
Nothing but
Slightly
trouble.
dented, but still functional radar beacon.
Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Oh, Fort Hagen. I've been pronouncing it Fort Hagen this entire time. Now, getting to Fort Hagen, we just need to follow the path that we took to get to Kellogg. It should be pretty safe. Things that we need to watch out for, a couple random spawns, but we should be able to avoid them or kill them or pax them, or that looks like just a doctor. Between the ghouls and the super mutants, and pretty much a straight shot from the dam, the lock or whatever, to get to Fort Hagen, and you shouldn't run into anything. But once we're there, we do have to watch out for that random spawn location that's just north of the actual building that Kellogg's in. Now, the outside of the Fort Hagen satellite array is going to be a bunch of robots that want to get up on me quickly, and it being daytime, it is going to be a little more dangerous. We're just not as sneaky, so definitely going to be taking some easy, nice distance, long distance shots. And not sure if there's a random spawn, but yeah, something would have shuffled the hidden brackets if there was anything about. Now over here at the actual satellites, we should be able to get some pips going. They have a good height advantage, so if they have the high ground, there's no way that we could take them on. So let's go get our own high ground somewhere to the south of the satellite facility. There should be some Brahmin somewhere around here. There they are. So yeah, once you're detected, that's wonderful. That means you're in a good spot. But unfortunately, it is early morning. The sun is just starting to creep up into a position that's going to put us into a pretty bad position ourselves. Getting everyone marked up. We'd want to take care of the Mr. Handy Wreckers, or whatever they are, first. They're the ones that are going to come after us pretty effectively. The Protectrons, the humans, neither of them should be too much of an issue. But yeah, this little hill right here, this is going to be pretty much our best defense. Served us well in the past, so let's keep it moving forward. And Mr. Sentry decides to get down from his little post. Let's take out the Handy. And take a second shot accidentally. Whoops. Okay, that danger was going really quickly into danger. Yeah, this is the problem with doing things during the daytime. We just do not have the stealthiness. There's blind firing happening. Not really our direction. Is there anything else happening? Yeah, we're in hidden, but there's firing happening, so what the heck is happening? It just might be the... Oh, in caution. Yeah, it might be the Brahmin. I'm not entirely sure. Let's take out the Protectron. And miss horribly. Am I shooting through it? I missed twice. Okay, let's fall back a little bit further. I swear, if they killed any Brahmin, I'm going to be very upset. There's at least one running around. Okay, let's take care of Mr. Protectron. Something was... What the... I'm trying to charge a shot, and it's not... Maybe I just need to hold my mouse down a little better. That was messy. Okay, wasting a few shots there because I can't hold down the mouse button effectively. And there's a legendary. And I missed him. Shoot him in the face. Ooh, that's explosive ammo. Definitely avoid getting hit by that stuff. Let's take that turret out. That was doing good work on us. If I can hit it. There we go. So I think that's most of the robots that would want to try to kill me. And a shot for you. And a shot for you. So I believe there's one more turret up there that's not in caution or not detecting me at all. Yeah, there we go. Take that out, and that should be everything. So there was... Where was that legendary? Legendary was somewhere. Let's figure out where he was. And get the security door open. Go check on that legendary. Unyielding, it's something that I wish that I had a few of and actually got down to 25% or less health. Closest thing that ever... Well, I'm not going to spoil it. It's happened before, but then I got myself out of it with just boosting my endurance, getting some hit points back. So, yeah. Better to have extra hit points than have just a bunch of extra stats. Now, in here, we're going to have plenty of opportunity to kill a bunch of robots, kill a bunch of people, and hopefully there's no legendary explosions that give us a bunch of rads, because, well, I could use the rads, actually. That would be fine. And so we've got legendary right there. Remember that that's a legendary. Definitely don't mess around with the legendaries. Honestly, this first little bit, I might just use the good gun and a psychojet. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so one psychojet, and let's get through all of these guys. And he's going to explode, but that's fine. We're way up here. Only problem is it takes a while for slow time to wear off. There we go. Tiny little bit of rads, and yeah, safe. No words. No words. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall as they were talking about the legendary effects they could put on all their random items, like, hey, let's have a gun where if you aim, you start with a slow time, and it's just like Jet, but all you have to do is aim. Oh, cool, cool. Oh, and let's also have a legendary effect where it makes it easier to lockpick. But playtesters definitely have like 100 lockpicks by the time they're even like running into legendary effects with that sort of thing, right? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to give that a legendary effect. Safecrackers is a build. I'm surprised at how unperceptive that guy is. Okay, let's get his head popped and make our way safely over here. Now, I'm not going to take Berry Mentats yet. We should be good. This place is fairly predictable. People don't roam around too much. And most areas we can just look at a door, shoot anything that... Oh my god, what the hell is that thing? Okay, that was a legendary and he had a minigun. All I have to do is talk about how we don't need to worry, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Rust Devil that's legendary with a minigun. That could have been an exploding minigun. Ooh, and speaking of... We're suddenly dropping frag mines. Let's not drop frag mines if an enemy is going to blow up right on top of them. There we go. Don't think we need that. What did the minigun have as a legendary prefix?
There we go.
Lucky. Critical shots do double damage and the critical meters... Oh, God. Oh, that's fun. That's actually kind of fun, but stupid. Okay, let's mark some enemies up. And figure out what's the best way of taking them on. Okay, I think I'm just going to take a psychojet once everyone's pretty much in front of me. This looks good. And the caution's coming from one Protectron over here, I believe. Where is he? I swear I just saw him. Oh, he's below me. Okay, let's... Caution is not super horrible. It may be a good idea to take him seriously. Echo Jet has worn off. There we go. Just take the VAT shots. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, this first room, just try to take out as many enemies as you can that are going to be able to move up on you quickly. The handies and some of the people. But yeah, Protectrons that are just, you know, stumbling around, they're pretty slow. Yeah, they can start unloading on you, and that's a lot of damage they can do, but that's fine. Just take them out when you're in caution. No problem there. And a little bit of rads, that's fine. We're going to go take on Ahab. That is also fine. Ahab is not too much of an issue for the Gauss rifle, especially if you can actually, you know, get into crouch and be sneaky. Nice and easy. Jezebel, how's it been?
What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
Okay, find Jezebel a new body, sure.
Deal.
A wise decision.
So take the head and shut this thing up with a laser shot. We have plenty of that ammo. Sentry Ahab's helm. Never used it.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
Don't worry, Sneak's got this under control and can just skip ahead at this point. And up here should be nice and easy. A few enemies around here. In brackets shuffling quite a bit. But we don't need to mess with any of them.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Jezebel, you do realize I just bypassed the majority of the fights that we'd have to deal with. No? Nothing? Didn't think so. Now, one thing I didn't do was lay a bunch of mines over here for the person in power armor and their Assaultron. I mean, I could lay mines right here. That's not the end of the world, but a couple things left here. We got the health. We got the Psychojet. Let's just do this. Hello, Ivy. Hello, Assaultron. Hag. You're both fine. Everything's fine. No legendaries. Okay.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
And all these guaranteed legendary prefixes we can't really use, unfortunately. But we can still sell it. And the Tesla rifle isn't even that good of a weight to value. And get out the back way, and we're all done. I think there's a Radstorm on the way. Something just is screaming Radstorm at this point. So now it's speak to Ada. Yeah, Institute is just a little closer, probably a little safer as well. Let's get back to there. And back out into the Radstorm. And here comes the Radstorm still, taking its sweet time. I'm just going to head straight west from here. There's a random spawn chance over here, and better than the random spawn chance over at Chaos Junction. Across here, nice, easy little gap to get across.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course.
So, new automatron for Jezebel. Make that. Okay, just slap on Jezebel's head there. Jezebel, I don't know about you, but who needs legs, really? There we go. We've got Jezebel. No arms, no legs.
Interesting.
But they can still get around just fine.
You don't help people by killing them. That's insane.
On the contrary, assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to...
Quite a tale to tell indeed. Yeah, let's get an MSAT on Ada and be on our way. So the MSAT is on Ada. So, this is the part of the game where we have to always suspend the rules and say, this robot right here is going to be my companion, unfortunately, but they can't do any damage. And we're going to make sure they stay out of combat so they're not just, like, taking hits for no reason whatsoever. And, yeah, we're going to actually send Ada to Boston Airport. And from there, we'll be able to essentially work on Ada, summon them, and then take them as a companion over to the Mechanist lair. But first, let's actually get back in our power armor. So the Mechanist is something that we normally deal with just fine. The Master, Hacker, and being able to get to the Mechanist without the final fight is something that is totally doable. But without that, having to face down the final fight, well, we need as many toys as we can muster. A lot of mines, a lot of mines. We're going to have to space them very evenly, and then from there, probably take quite a bit of Psycho Jet, I should say. So we'll need to be pretty much in slow time the entire fight for the Mechanist, just to make sure that we take as little damage as possible. And because of that, well, we'll need plenty of water. So grabbing some beer bottles back at home, filling them up, and then being on our way to the Boston Airport. Okay, back at the base, and make up some adhesives. And let's just make a new automatron, get the MSAT on there. Make sure that they don't have their legs, just do the little jet thruster there. And no arm on either side. Makes them so they can't actually do any fighting. And I'm just going to move this guy straight over to Boston Airport. And we're going to just make a little bit of a modification to a good gun after having taken it out. I do think I want the large quick eject mag for what's coming up. When it comes to the recoil, let's take a look. Something close by, but not too close by. I think that is going to work just fine, and we can still VATS. A VATS with, let's see, what is that, 7? Yeah, that is much better. We've been moving along quite nicely, and we are ready to go take on the Mechanist. And unfortunately, I stepped away for a bit to prepare myself and make sure that I had all my notes in line. And I don't. I do not have the recordings that I took of myself way back when I was starting Yolo, before I had even uploaded anything, to see if I could, well, help defend Red Rocket, probably not. But yeah, to see if I could actually take on the Mechanist. And it's what actually taught me that you didn't actually have to take on the Mechanist. There is that workaround. But if we're taking on the Mechanist, then I wanted to go grab those notes and see exactly how the fight went. I think I remember. I think I know how it's done, but I don't have that. It was deleted, and that's unfortunate because it makes me just a little more apprehensive over this fight. Because then I went on good old YouTube and tried to figure out if I could get any good pointers. And pretty much the gist is either use a bunch of legendary gear that pretty much makes you immune from damage when you're standing still, Sentinels, or take a bunch of stim packs. Neither of those are available to me, unfortunately, right now, so pretty much we'll be stuck with a bunch of jet. So, Automatron 314, we're going to meet you over at Boston Airport, and then we'll definitely have to drop off some of our stuff. We are not going to be able to make it in there with a companion and lose out on our 100 carry weight. Yeah, 193 out of 285, and that's me without my guns. So friendly fire will be able to drop off along with about 8 pounds of syringes. I might not take Mr. Freeze whatsoever. It's a pretty light gun, but the suppressed 7.62 is already dealing with that pretty nicely, but that's the heavy one, so decisions. I think I'm going to drop Mr. Freeze. I'll take a little bit of these items later, once I'm closer to actually getting a companion that can get me into the Mechanist lair. But yes, I think we're finally ready to take on the Mechanist and that final fight, which is suddenly a lot more terrifying now that I'm going into it somewhat blind. So the Mechanist fight, the biggest issue with it is knowing where and when to use mines and when and where you're expecting to take damage from things like Tesla coils and some of the nastier bots. Tesla coils are going to come in at some point and just completely scatter damage out throughout the battlefield. I do not believe I'm going to be using any mines. Mines are something that limits the battlefield as much for you as it does for the enemies. Just use your guns. The enemies that you're going to be facing are actually not too difficult to take down. It's just that there's so many. So therefore, the mines, if you're going to be using them, they're going to take out an enemy or two, but you're much more likely to do a bunch of damage to yourself than you are to actually get much utility out of them. And probably the biggest advantage I have is my jetpack. There are a few areas that I'm pretty sure I can just rely on being out of range when it comes to all the melee weapons. But also, yeah, there's certain areas where you can just avoid the Tesla coils. I believe I remember how it works, but again, without actually having my notes and having watched a few terrifyingly sporadic fights where everyone was using stim packs, yeah, I am not very hopeful that I'm going to be able to avoid the damage. But yeah, just making our way through the city. We know these paths, we have cleared out what we need to, and it keeps us from running into any enemies that we can't touch, that we're actually going out of our way to save sometimes. And Bunker Hill looks nice and chill. Just go back behind here. I'm not quite sure if the dog's even still around. I've heard enough explosions coming from this area with Captain Ironsides about with his missile launcher. Not quite sure, but all the same, can't prove anything yet, so yeah, we'll just assume innocence until proven guilty that they killed the dog. We've got shots fired, raiders versus a legendary raider. Who are they trying to fight? It's robots. It's my robot. Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to help. What do we got exactly? A radar with pipe weapon. Automatron's trying to do something to them and is going to have a hard time. Yeah, let's take out that radar. Raider Psycho over there with a Molotov. Oh, and it's a mess. Let's just unload on them before the Brotherhood gets too trigger happy. Not a whole lot. Oh, and there's a pack Brahmin about. Okay, try to get something on the... Yeah, we got one shot at 22% chance. Don't like those odds. Try to get a shot off on... Okay, that didn't work. Legendary Raider is still kicking. Who else is here? Brotherhood is looking fine, but yeah, at this point, I'm assuming that the local wildlife is getting involved. This is a lot of chaos to have happen. Okay, well, there was one legendary, and the Brotherhood is seemingly not interested in this area too much anymore, as they hover about, so probably not really that truthful. My Pack Brahmin is chill. I probably should not have sent Pack Brahmin out into the chaos of the Commonwealth. I feel somewhat bad. And we've got a lucky combat rifle. Actually, that is kind of pretty good. Critical shots, double damage, critical meter filling faster. It's not exactly lined up with how I would like to have things, but yeah, I can't complain. That's actually not a bad gun. But no time to put that into the rotation. Let's make it off to Boston Airport, and we might have to wait for the robot to get to me. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, made it to Boston Airport without incident, pretty much. And yeah, we're going to have to wait for our robots. And if we're going to have to do that, I might as well make a robot workbench because they can be summoned with this. And if they're within the vicinity, I can just pretty much bring them up for construction and teleport them right there, say I don't want to do anything, and then they're ready for me. So let's prepare. Put a bunch of stuff in there, get out, and yeah, we don't got any automatron, so I think we have to wait, see if we can't get at least one of them here. As soon as they get themselves to Boston Airport, we should be able to summon them with that thing. And we've got a whole big selection. Okay, let's see. Automatron, not one that I wanted to deal with. So we've got Ada, whatever this person, 5-6, and also 314. 314 is going to be my companion. I believe they have the MSAT. I really hope so. 314, you got an MSAT? Yep, you've got an MSAT. Now this is going to be very difficult because I need to pretty much say goodbye to a whole lot of carry capacity. Let's talk to 314.
This unit is ready to serve.
And serve you will. Let's get moving.
Time to hit the road.
Understood. Obedience subroutines online.
Thank you for that. Now, we have a carry capacity of 185, which is just abysmal. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, get some food. What was that quest? Was that a house divided? I have not been hanging out at the Institute enough. They're just kind of wondering, where is the new director? I'm really pissed off. I'm not getting a new meeting with the new director. So talk to Newton Oberly is a random quest. No, we're doing Restoring Order. This is Mechanist episode, damn it. So let's pick up everything and then say we are thoroughly over-encumbered and try to figure out what the heck it is that we're going to be dropping. Friendly fire can go. Pack syringes. Mine cloud syringes. Maybe a little bit of the 2mm, but we need to keep this around as a backup weapon. 7.62 we can run out of really quickly if we're just spamming it. And this 100 of the .45 rounds only saves us 3 weight, so not very useful there. Get rid of a few things that I'm guessing we're not going to rely upon. If it gets right down to it and it's the final fight and I feel like I need more ammo, I'll be able to come get it. Let's drop a little bit more, and then from there, we've got Peckish and Parched. Get up to properly fed, and let's take a Hermit Crab. So we're at 208 out of 205. Okay, I've dropped a few Stealth Boys. I think we're ready. I think, hopefully we're ready. There's not a whole lot else I can take when I'm really getting down to it. I can take a Deathclaw Stake for +1 agility. But everything else just starts dropping off when it comes to the amount of weight that it's getting rid of. So we'll hold off just a little bit. Plenty of .45. It's actually at 308 right now, which is confusing to the brain. And the Gauss rifle has 102 shots, 7.62, 159. So yeah, relying a lot on the new gun. Hopefully it can do its job, but yeah. Automatron 314. Yeah, let's get moving into the Mechanist lair. So this area in here should be pretty safe, obviously, up until the first little point with the, yeah, robots. I don't see my companion. Oh, that was a neat trick. Okay. Did anyone see him follow me? So yes, we have a companion, and the companion is necessary. We have to bend the rules of no companions just a little bit when it comes to this area. Automatron 314 is the only way we can get through to the end of the Mechanist, the Automatron DLC. So because of that, yeah, we're kind of stuck bringing him along. You essentially just have to tell him to command and stay, and then you get to go fight some robots, and then the next little MSAT required door that he gets to open for you. Yeah, you'll be able to do that. Just get these all opened up. And then he stays over there, and all is well. So this area right here, we did bring a few grenades, and they will be very useful coming up. Especially right here. Just throw that right there. There's some turrets. There's a bunch of stuff. And let's do one more to get the turrets taken care of. And I said one more to get the turrets taken care of. There's some right there, and you have to throw it right here in the middle so it blows up everything, but also then make sure you actually run. There we go.
Critical failure in security system.
Yeah, critical failure. Not the only critical failure happening. Let's get this iBot taken care of. And 80% chance. You had an 80% chance and you missed. Okay, good start. Need better chances. Caution should not take too long to fade, but yeah, I'm just going to throw a grenade, speed things along where I can. Takes care of them. I've been very, very particular in trying to actually rush myself so I'm not having to take a nap and lose out on adrenaline for this final fight.
Take a look.
And I'm kind of surprised that I'm still able to call myself not sleepy, but yeah, here we are. I'm expecting it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Okay,
Hey.
you actually just go right here, and then just stay.
Company mode deactivated.
There we go. Down here we've got a few things. Let's take care of the turret first. Next, let's get this guy up. We should see a few robots come up with him. Oh! Junk bot is over there. Integrated tank bot is looking pretty nasty. Actually, maybe it's time for some chems. Just take a psychojet and take them out a little faster. Okay. Still in caution, but the enemies in this room should be dealt with now. Yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of psychojet coming. It's almost tempting to actually throw a bit more into chemist. Just having chems last longer, but no. I am so full of confidence that I'm going to hold off on putting any points in just in case I need to throw 4 points into endurance to make it through the final battle. It's come to that. I am actually very worried about this final battle. I know that like 40 damage being thrown out randomly is not that big of a deal when you can have a stim pack that takes care of that, but no. The Tesla coils terrify me, the robots terrify me, the mines terrify me, just because, yeah, everything terrifies me when it comes to this final battle if I can't actually look through what's happening. But these two seems easy enough just to go 1, 2, and keep picking up. Yep, random fusion cores will keep me going, but also put me overweight. Surely I can take a psycho buff and just have a little bit of extra carrier weight for a little bit. But also probably a good idea to actually get my water topped up. Still 25 water. You can imagine how I expect this sort of fight to go. Take care of the turret to the left, and from here, let's get these shots off correctly. 1, 2, and then who's on the floor? Okay, takes care of those two. Everyone else is chill. Hidden brackets are hidden. We've got some legendaries. That's fun. Now I'm just going to take a second and drop all these people that appear in front of me. It's good practice if you want to be prepared for the final fight. But you have to keep, you know, your wits about you when there's a random legendary that decides to actually... Okay, let's just take some bat shots. Just to be sure. We all good? We're all good. Okay. And we've got Duelist Disciples Wrapped Right Arm. 10% chance to disarm melee attacker on hit. Could you consider bumping that up to 50% chance, and I'll consider ever using that in the history of Fallout 4. Okay, that's going to open. That's fine. Oh, we've got Maybe there is an automatic spawn that comes out of nowhere, and it's just kind of hidden with the rest of the robots that start dropping, but yeah, tank bot, throw a few bullets at him. We should be good, but saying that, I did just get surprised by the fact that there is a robot being dropped on me. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. So we've gotten through the first section. Next section is the facilities. What is that? Access port for... Yeah, and I just got tired. Wonderful. And the robot appears behind me, which is very creepy.
Check that out.
But yeah, the first wing is not too bad. Lots of robots compared to the next couple areas, but yeah, we'll have less of an issue, I think, going forward until the final fight. That final fight, keep thinking of things that could happen, and I'm very worried. And now you can tell them to stay. So, back into hidden, just a few enemies, not too many. You're gonna have one eyebot that drops down right there. Okay, 78% chance. We already missed with an 80% chance with a shot, so... Yeah, and then some robots, really a demonstration about how fast they can go. They're just sprinting at you, so stay back, let them take the corner, and then be nice and safe up here. He's gonna come for you, and... I mean, 53% chance, that's not ideal, but... we should be able to take it out. Yeah, 1 and 2 shots wouldn't have made too much of a difference right there. But just because you had a 50% chance doesn't mean it's not going to take 3 or 4 or 5 hits. And you, junk bot, get to go down. Oh, it's actually a chameleon. Well, that took a while. Finally got a chameleon piece. Yeah, usually I get a chameleon pieces early enough in the game where I can actually consider not being a sneaky power armor wearing person. Take the scrap bot out. But yeah, this is way too late for me to transition. It is not something I've really been paying attention, trying to get a set of legendary gear. I never get enough legendary armor pieces to make it more viable than having a jetpack, because jetpacks are just so fun. I love jetpacks. Except when they run out of action points and I fall into the puddle. Yeah, probably take a jet fuel. And that way we can move forward and get our action points back a little bit faster. Get up here and maybe get up here. Nope, still not. Okay, that's the world telling me I should just take the enemies on maybe somewhere different. Maybe up here. Just want to be in a place where I can see enemies before they can see me. Nice and easy. No one even wants to come out. That's fine by me. And should be 2 more scrap bots. Haven't even used the berry mentats yet. There should be some explosive gas over there. There we go. A little bit of radiation up the stairs, but that's fine. We can use radiation to boost our damage, so I don't really care that much. And yeah, we're not really picking up the tapes, but there is one over here. I skipped the first one. Each little area has like some sort of director's holotape, or facilities directors, or lead scientist, or lead engineer, or head honcho of the frickin' cleaning crew, who cares? But yeah, facilities director's holotape. Unfortunately, we get to do the final fight, like killing all of the iBots. And with that, yeah, no point in picking those up and busying our miscellaneous tab more than it already is. There is a certain amount of dread that's building up. I'm looking forward to the final battle. This is... I mean, I know how to do this part, but it's been a very long time since I've actually faced off in the final battle. I know it can be done. I made sure that it could be done so I could actually do Yolo runs, only to find out that I didn't even need to do the final battle, but...
Use this.
Yeah, the final battle.
Awaiting instructions.
Scan this.
I know that it's difficult, but hopefully it's fine. Well, we'll see. We will definitely see.
Heads up.
And Automatron 314,
Check it out.
get to work. And we get to move on to the research wing, which is having a cage out in front of it to provide a certain amount of
Heads up.
speculation as to what's happening here. But yeah, the getting through here, and then we'll be running into exactly what's happening here pretty quickly. Ghouls. Now, of course, yeah, ghouls being in here, they are going to be safer in here than not. The safety of this place is much better than outside, because now if I was to open up the doors, they would have something like a 25% chance of survival, having gotten out of here and escaped into the Commonwealth. The Brotherhood's nearby. There's so many different things that could get in their way. So they are much safer just being locked away than being let loose and having pretty much a 75% chance of death if they were to actually get free. Yeah, oh god, I've become a robo-brain, haven't I? Looking out for the creatures of the Commonwealth, and that is what I'm doing. I'm going to keep them nice and safe by keeping them in their cages. But yeah, this area, we need to get through here, take on the final Mechanist fight, so we're going to be taking these guys on. Just a quick Psychojet, and yeah, we should be good. No issues there. And oh, we've got you. So definitely make sure that there's no enemies that you miss when you're trying to go and get the password. But yes, password. We've got the password, so we can go get to the final fight. Now that it's open, we can get to the final fight with one last little bit of work from our robot.
Scan this.
Activate that. He's supposed to appear here. Okay, don't see any robot. Maybe we should just go grab him. And Psycho Buff just ran out, so I'm going to drop the lucky combat rifle that I, held on to for some reason.
Come on.
And you get to come with me. And I'll grab the lucky combat rifle just to make sure it comes with me as well. Yeah, let's go get the Mechanist dealt with. We'll hold on to that. Once we get our 100 carry capacity back after dismissing this guy, we'll be fine. Just one more thing for them to do. Set that right there. Now you can get to work. There he goes. And yeah, we'll get him dismissed. And from there, be nice and ready to finally have our carry capacity back. After all these doors. Mechanist facility, nice and ready for us. Now you get to go.
Stay there.
Company mode deactivated.
Let's talk.
By your command.
Come on.
Hey.
Confirmed.
Over here.
Automatron, do you want to not be my companion anymore? Okay. I don't want to have to do this, but Automatron, you really need to go. Now it's going to explode, and then it'll go home by itself. Companion needs medical attention. I'm not going to give it any of the sort. Well, apparently our Automatron is just not interested in actually being not our companion anymore, unfortunately. Okay, Automatron 314 is going to Boston Airport. That is wonderful news. I was standing around trying to get him to get repaired or talk to him or anything, and it just wasn't working. So I was literally going to go off to Boston Airport, set a different companion as my companion, and then on my way out, Automatron 314 decides that, yeah, he's had enough of me. Well, that's fine. I've had enough of him. I am ready to finish this final fight with my extra 30% damage resistance, extra damage, and of course my carrying weight. Okay, now without my companions and all of my Lone Wanderer perks applied, I think I'm finally ready for a fight with the Mechanist. This has only taken much longer than I was expecting, but yeah, we're ready. We can do this. Mechanist, it's a difficult fight, obviously. The biggest issue, I think, is being on the floor and not being able to really avoid the Tesla or the melee enemies, being swarmed a little too easily. So honestly, I think the best way of going about it would be to get on top of some of these beams. These, not perfect, because this is where the Tesla coils can actually... Well, this is where the Tesla coils can get to you if I can get up there in the first place. My jet fuel has run out, so let's re-up that for this final fight. Take some water and some food as well, and walk against the wall until we got our AP back. Now let's definitely try to get up there correctly. Now, this I think is the safest place. We could stand here the entire fight not moving, and we wouldn't have to worry about any of the melee enemies, any of the mines, any of the Tesla coils. That's at least how I remember it, so I'm going to go off of that and try to stay up here the entire fight. Now, of course, we have to activate the Mechanist, so let's do that. And I failed to help defend Red Rocket, unfortunate as that is. Yes, Mechanist, let's get to talking.
Halt, miscreants! You may have infiltrated my sanctum and destroyed my robots, but your reign of terror ends here!
And we're just going to let the Mechanist hold on to that thought for a second while we position ourselves. We are not going to be using any mines. The thing I don't want to have happen is for me to throw some mines down and then have to fall off this beam because of my own stupidity, and then from that get blown up by my own mine. That'd be unfortunate. But yeah, Mechanist, we really should talk. I don't feel like I'm ready for this, frankly. Tired, jet fuel, adrenaline at 50%. We are not prepared, but let's pretend we are. Let's take a Psycho buff, and an orange Mentats, I believe, would do wonders. And it's getting far enough along in the game that I think an XL... yeah, let's throw one of those in on this situation. And for the sake of it... a Calmex, and that perception and agility. Let's take a look at where we're sitting at after we take care of our water situation. Hydrated. Everything's on there, and our special is looking pretty good. Agility at 14, strength at 16, perception at 15, intelligence 9, charisma 8, endurance not affected, and luck just a +7. Now these level ups, these might have been useful to take Chemist, but I'm going to hold on to these because I really do think I need the endurance as a backup. I can retroactively boost my max health, get a better health pool, and so that percentile will go up if I need to. Rar indeed. Okay, Mechanist, we really ought to talk about this.
Choose your words carefully.
Careful words.
There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding here. Maybe we should talk about this.
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices.
And I just realized I still have these spotlights out here, so let's take care of them quickly while the Mechanist finishes up his talking. Spotlights, please go down. Spotlight, please. I'm shooting you with a 95% chance shot. Okay. Really try to kill the Spotlight before we have other things on our plate. Okay, this is all a good start. Already taken damage from an iBot. Okay, yep, this is going exactly as well as I want it to. Junkbot going down. There should be another one. Okay. I need to slow time. I need to slow time and deal with this unkillable... just a jet. Unkillable Spotlight. Okay. that did the trick. 2 guys coming up. We can deal with easily enough. Just stay on the beam and we'll be fine. Cybermech Swarm Bot. We're just in caution, so critical strikes are doing a good job. Junk Bot coming in. 95% chance we should be fine. Should being the operative word. Oh, more Psychojet. Not messing around with these guys. Shooting gallery. And caution is... okay. Turret bot, let's just shoot all of the shots into him. Okay, caution, back into caution. More bots coming in. iBots not going down when they're being covered up by that damn thing that's actually going to save my life, so I shouldn't complain too much. 95% chance. Can take care of him. Get ready for... more Psychojet, because 67% chance is not good enough for me. And we got another one coming in. I'm going to re-up my water. Water is better. Where are we? Jet has worn off. That's fine. We've got more Psychojet where that came from.
Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation.
Oh, this is where they're going to show us all of the robots that we need to kill. Okay, there are lots of robots. Don't ask questions, just shoot the robots. Just assume that robots need to get killed. And, oh, some of these are going to be legendary. And if they explode right on top of me, that could do some damage. More slow time because I'm going to... Yep, that's the explosion I was worried about. That did 0.85 damage. I assumed more damage, frankly, but that's okay. Let's take care of them if we can get... Oh, that's another one going to explode on top of me. I don't want to run from it because I'm just going to fall off and ruin things more. Another legendary... Okay, lots of legendaries. 1.88 damage for that one. And another explosion. Okay, if you just keep on sending legendaries at me, I might just end up dying because I can't actually keep up with the amount of legendaries exploding next to me. It's going to cause me to want to jump, and when I jump, that could be problematic. Take the integrated junk bot out. Another explosion coming up. But yeah, if we can take care of these guys before they get dropped, then that is definitely good for us. Servomech is coming in. Okay, we're not getting any of the things that come in underneath us, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. And I can't hit... Okay, we're going to take a little bit of some more chems, as usual, and some more water, as usual, because I am already taking way too many chems. There is a iBot over there. It can't get to me, so we should be fine. And they're already talking about reserve power. Okay, that is good. We are dealing with these robots effectively, in between the reloads at least. And just keeping in VATS, slowing down time, giving you a second to think, scanning the battlefield. Another reason why I didn't want to have the mines out. The mines would constantly be running into my VATS scanning. I can at least check that there's nothing that I can scan with VATS. Oh, here's the Tesla coils. Please don't hurt me. Okay, good. This is, I remembered correctly, I'm not going to get hurt by the Tesla coils if I stand right here. There's like 40 damage or... Dual bot. Dual bot? Okay, dual bot's just chilling there. I think at this point in the fight, you're expected to just be running and gunning throughout this entire area, so people immediately find you, but yeah, if you're motionless, you go this whole fight without moving, then you are fine. I do think I moved a little bit, but yeah, just stay in one location, be nice and safe in that safest location, and oop, we've got some more people coming in. Junk bots and frag mines and more frag mines and
Critical power failure is imminent.
okay. This is not bad. This is actually not bad whatsoever. They're coming up, but I mean, they're getting hurt by their own mines. Tesla coils aren't doing anything. A really trashy trash bot. More trash bots. Oh. Yeah, just trash bots everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I think I overdid the amount of chems I was using. Oh. We've got a trash bot. More mines? That's really all you've got, is it? Okay. Take that 95% chance. Okay, I'm feeling much better about all of this. Just not moving, taking all of the drugs. Yeah, it's worked out wonderfully. They keep dropping mines where I'm not. They keep on sending robots up to get me, and they can't get me. And that iBot is just behaving differently. That's fine. Oh god, there was an enemy right there. The one enemy that could have made it to me and decided not to. We've got the countdown. We've got a trash bot that's very confused and being dropped into right there. Okay, this is... We've got caution. Another trash bot. Kill it. And what else? This is... Okay, I'm just going to blow that up because I keep on vatsing it. This might be it. We might have finished the fight effectively without moving, without healing. This has gone incredibly well. I could not have hoped for a better outcome. This is the way to do it. Even in my testing, even way back when, I remember this location did get some hits thrown at it from some enemies, but just the power armor, everything involved, I was able to do just fine, I think. Hopefully, there are some good legendaries here, because there was at least a few explosions. But oh my god, that is a lot of robots piled up right here. Hopefully they didn't... Two-shot? Two-shot's pretty good. I can get behind a two-shot plasma rifle. I'll hold on to that.
I will not rest until I see the Commonwealth free of you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. What other legendaries did you send? Oh, auto stim. Wonderful. I can inject stim packs into me. And this no healing run. Or stim packs don't do anything to me. That's great. Oh, we should we should talk. Do I have the charisma on this? I don't think I have the charisma on this at 6. Just give me a second here. Okay, jump out of here quick like. Yeah, even then we're good on our carry capacity. That's wonderful. So unfortunately I only have a charisma of 9 because I only brought the sequin dress and fashionable glasses. Am I ever going to use it any other time? Luck, charisma... Oh, -2 strength. Probably not Day Tripper then. And I am surprised Excel ran out as quickly as it did. I assumed that it had the same 5-minute time frame. Yeah, this was probably overkill between the Calmex and the Excel, but we definitely made some good use of it, that's for sure. If the Mechanist doesn't want to see reason, then that's fine, but why are you accusing me?
You've destroyed my robot allies.
You're confused. It's obvious. We need to talk this out, face to face.
We're speaking now.
Good people listen.
Very well. I will hear you out. But only for the sake of the Commonwealth. Sparks, with me.
Okay, so we may have to do bad things to the Mechanist. I don't think I can pass that orange speech check, and I don't want to waste a great Mentats on that. That is gold.
If you want to talk, we do this face to face.
You're right. It's time I faced the true enemy of the Commonwealth.
Got to get some light on you there, Isabel.
Now we both know who we're dealing with.
I'm only here to stop some dangerous robots from attacking the Commonwealth.
The testing was thorough. I ran every scenario, all passed.
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
They were always reporting hostiles killed and lives saved. No, it's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed. I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done. This doesn't have to end in violence.
I'm not here to kill you, only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. Take this. It's the password to the mainframe.
And with that, we get to shut down the security override. I'm not quite sure. Canceling security alert. There we go. We get to speak to the Mechanist and Ada. Only until we speak to Ada do we actually get the completion of this DLC, technically.
I want you to have this.
Oh, wonderful. We get another legendary item that I can't wear because it is guaranteed. It would be nice to remove that rule, or at least one run eventually.
There are still robots out there. Lots of them.
Don't care.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think I've had my my fill of robots. This last battle. It went well. It went extremely well, and I couldn't be happier with its outcome. I think I took damage from exploding robots, and that was pretty much it, besides that really crappy opening where the very first robot drops down. It's an eyebot. I'm not in hidden. I'm not, crouching or anything, and it shoots me, and that had me at a sinking feeling. I thought that it was all going to go downhill from there, but nope, we fought through. We killed the enemies when they were appearing, and yeah, just this rifle. This radium rifle was a nice little pickup, and having 40 bullets in the clip, less reloading, lots of psychojet, made it totally reasonable when it came to dealing with the Mechanist final fight. No need to throw some extra points into Hacker. I'm gonna have to remember this for next time. Maybe I should just stop doing the easy way. This fight was fun. But yeah, I think we are going to just leave it there, because this episode obviously has been going on for quite a while, I'm guessing. And next episode, we are going to be having quite a bit of fun. We are going to be jumping into the hardest DLC that a conservationist can run into. Pretty much an impossible DLC, but we are going to have to bend the rules again. Just like this time, we said that we wouldn't use a companion, and we've used a companion. Next time, well, we said that we wouldn't actively lead creatures or animals to their death. We might just have to lead a creature or an animal to its death. I don't think Vault Tech is going to get completed without any casualties, unfortunately. We will have to look into how to do that, but it is doable. That was one big thing that was stopping this run that I needed to double check, and I can make it through that run by my rule set of not killing actively, putting any kills into my creature or animal log here on stats. And yeah, I can make sure that no animals or creatures killed. That is the big rule set of this run. No animals, no creatures killed. Plenty elsewhere, but that's fine because this is a YOLO run. It's that sort of difficulty, but yeah, Vault Tech, that is going to be fun. But yeah, I think that is definitely for next time, because yeah, this episode is going to take a while to to put together. And I just wanted to say I'm appreciating the amount of new subscribers and people coming in saying that they enjoy these episodes. This has been fun. I do enjoy the YOLO runs, and it has been getting ever so more busy in my real life that this one took a lot longer to put together. But yes, we will be wrapping up with the Conservationist run pretty quickly, I think. All we have to do is one more DLC and put together an ending. An ending which will come sooner rather than later, I think. But yes, that is, again, all for next time. I've been Keith. This has been Game to Please with Fallout 4 Conservationists Only Live Once. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.